I think one of the worst sales I've ever had was a few years ago when I represented the buyer. And I think this just has something to say about our industry, which who you hire matters. And the story is, it was closing day, it was getting the keys for my clients, and we showed up, and my client had a lot going on, was super emotional. And we walk into the house with the keys, and the seller hasn't cleaned it at all. It was disgusting, like just trash, everything. But it gets worse. We walked into the backyard. They had multiple dogs, and it was obvious they had not cleaned up their dog for at least 2 weeks. And this is a nice house, by the way, very nice house, nice area. My client starts to cry, and I literally, again, this is where I appreciate a great agent or a great vendor. I literally said to her, I need you to go to dinner. She was with her husband. I said, you guys need to go to dinner, and you need to not come back for 4 hours. And I called Norma, shout out to Norma, who follows me on Instagram. And I said, I need you to drop everything you do right now, and you need to get to this house, and I need this cleaned in 4 hours. And no joke, she came with an entire team, cleaned everything top to bottom, including helping clean up the dog poo, and it was spick and span in 4 hours. So moral of the story, I think, with anything, I will never give my keys over. If I represent a seller and I don't think it's perfect, which is why Norma's on my speed dial, because nobody ever wants to get keys like that. And I would say that client is so amazing and said she didn't think anyone else could pull that off, but it was spick and span and ready for them to come back for 4 hours later, and probably a few margaritas, which probably helped smooth the situation.